guys, day 19 of the Cobra project, and we are almost in the last laps. We changed out the starter, as you saw, or you're about to see. We still have a surge going when the car warms up, and it's a surge being the idle goes up and down, up and down. So we're in the process of looking at the air intake and the sensor that's in there. We'll show you a video on that. And last little tiny bit and spot of on the quarter panel, we felt a little tiny waviness. We're going to block and sand it with 220 grit sandpaper, and then she's going out for paint. Looks like it's going to be tomorrow, just because today's miserable, and I don't think they're going to be painting anyway with this kind of dampness in the air. Guys, little tip, because many times you've probably looked at your clock and not known how to get out of the dash and didn't want to pry it and break clips. I don't blame you. I think that way too. But here's the two clips on the bottom of the clock that's on your dash. And this is the hole that it sits into. And it plugs into the back like so. And what happens is you take this back clip right here and you line it up like that. And then you can press the clock. Boom, right down in. We're about to clean up in here. These little crevices that have had dust in them forever. So once that's cleaned out, we're going to pop this back in. Little quick tip on your clock on your dash. We tested it on the Cobra, so we brought it over here to the GT, plugged it in, it doesn't work. So obviously it's the clock, we're going to have to replace that, so we're ordering that now.
Yeah, so Ricky said that he wanted to do engine work because he's doing all this body work. It'd be fun to work on an engine. So of course, when he does that, what happens? The starter quits. So here's a new starter for $100. Got it at AutoZone, putting it in today. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate the request.
The mass airflow sensor is right here. This is actually a stock intake. Not many of you have seen it because almost everybody's got the aftermarket airflow or mass airflows. This is a stock airflow from back in 1995, and we're going to take this apart and we're going to look at that sensor to see if it's been corroded. I'm suspicious that it has been. We're going to deal with that. The starter, which is deep down there, is now installed and working fantastic. And we had a little bit of corrosion here on our connectors, and we fixed that up, and now we're getting a nice smooth electric hit into the starter, so that's nice and clean now. And let me take you over here, which is going to be near impossible to see on video, but if you rub your hand across the fender on a car, you can feel a little bit of waviness here, and when this is gloss black, that will show up. So we're going to block and sand this, and then the body is ready to go. Put the foil on there just to see how she looks, and we're going to take that back off for paint. Polish the taillights. They still need more touching up, and we're probably going to go in and mask these off and actually paint this. So we're very, 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 very close. We're also going to change the transmission fluid on it, which I will show you on video where the drain is underneath the car. Hey guys, this is why our video has been delayed by 3 days. Our ATI video card died. Had to order it. $300. It's a killer. Anybody wants to donate towards us? Hey, thank you. Please do. We're open to donations for our informational videos. To pay for this video card, $300. Distraction from the Cobra. Anyway, back to the Cobra project. Okay, so what we're doing, guys, is we are just to play it safe. We're changing the transmission fluid. So what we had to do was we had to take the center console boot off and the cover that you saw us put on very neatly. I don't remember what day it was, but previously. Now we've taken it off. We've taken the boot off. It's over there, and we're taking this out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pour transmission fluid into here. Ricky's going to be underneath because there's a drain plug, which we've already drained it. And now what we're going to be doing is filling it back up. And there's another plug that you take off that's about 4 inches above, and that will start to leak out fluid when you've reached the level. That's how you change a manual transmission fluid. Alright, right now we're underneath the car, and that drain plug right there, which the focus isn't great, sorry about that, it's picking up the frame. That's the top plug. The bottom plug is right there. That you use a 3/8 socket wrench, you loosen it up, you drain it out, and then this top plug up here, very tough to see, I apologize, but up here you take that off, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to start to fill it, and this will start to overflow. This transmission fluid, yes, automatic transmission fluid, into the manual transmission on your Mustang, your 95 Mustang. I believe it's 94 to 90. Alright guys, here it is. Winding down on the Cobra project. The body is done. And we are taking this thing to get it painted now. So just wanted to give you one last detail before she goes out. She's all glossy black. Ricky's looking very serious in the car, if you can barely see him. And here is that finished quarter panel, ready for paint. We're going to pull the taillights off and the spoiler. So we paint it. It'll be nice and even. And that's it. Off to paint on day, I believe, 19.